Hey there, so I had some requests to make another video on solving equations with parentheses, so here we go. The first thing I want to do is we're going to look at this equation, and it says 3 times the quantity of 2x minus 4 equals 9. So what I'm going to show you is we can divide both sides by 3. And the reason why that might be useful is because now that we've done that, we just end up with 2x minus 4 is equal to 3. What I would do next is I would add 3 to both sides. Oh, it's really unfortunate. Microsoft has seemed to update their... Oh, I'm not adding 3 to both sides. Goodness me. Adding 4 to both sides. Microsoft has updated their whiteboard and they've done a really poor job of it. So now I'm left with 2x equals 7. I'm going to divide by 2 and divide by 2, and we get x equals 3 1/2. Now, you don't have to actually divide first. You can distribute, and you'd get 6x minus 12 is equal to 9. I'm going to add 12 to both sides. Oh my goodness me, this is really not nice. I get 6x equals 21. Divide both sides by 6. And we're going to get x equals 6 goes into 21 3 times, 3 left over, 3 and 3, 6, which is really the same as 3 1/2, which is, you'll notice, the same as when we divided first, right? So you might be saying to yourself, well, why would we use one and not the other? Or when is this useful, or why should we learn 2 methods? Well, the reason why is this. You might end up with something kind of crazy. You might end up saying like, let's say 4 times 3.5x minus 2.8 is equal to 16.4. Now, if you divide by 4 first, that works because we're now going to make this, oh my goodness me, this is just dreadful. 3.5x minus 2.8 is equal to, well, 4 goes into 16.4 4.1 times. And the advantage to this is that we just made what was going to be a pretty complex question a little bit more simple. All right, so let's see. Get out of this black pen here. So now I'm going to add 2.8 as usual. Add the opposite of our constant. I'm going to get 6.9. Bring down my 3.5x. And that's supposed to be a 3.5, but this program is, as my son would say, dog water. X is going to equal, it's going to be something very close to 2 because 6.9 divided by, or 7.9, or 7 divided by 3.5 would be 2. Let's see. So it looks like I get an answer of 1.97, and it goes on and on, but I'm going to round it to 1.97. Now, is there ever a time when dividing first might not be a good idea? Yeah, sure. So let's take a look at this one. Let's say I had 3 times 2x plus 5 is equal to negative 8. Now you'll notice that 3 doesn't go into negative 8 evenly. So what I would recommend here, and this is really the big concept, the big shebang right here. This is what I want you guys to take away. I want you to realize that if 3 doesn't go into 8 evenly, and it doesn't, what you can do is, that's when it would be advantageous to distribute first. So I'm going to get 6x plus 15 equals a negative 8. I really am distressed about how poor this is. Minus 15 minus 15. I get 6x is equal to a negative 23. I'm going to divide by 6, and you get x equals, and it's going to be negative 3 and 5, 6. But once again, because the number 3, which is going to be our the number that I'm going to multiply my binomial or my my terms by, is not divisible or doesn't go evenly into negative 8, I would distribute first. Anyway, I'm sorry that I'm pausing on this video. This pen has caused me great distress.